So I would share with you today a book called Learning to See. How many of you don't have that book? Type no in the comment box. How many of you don't have that book? Learning to See. These are taken from that book. I think probably page number 28 or 29. Okay. The time that elapses between the two parts is called as a cycle time, process lead time. Now, for value stream mapping, the definition of the cycle time, process lead time, there are the people who are experienced here. Historically, or in your experience, you must have heard some definitions, but let us redefine our definitions according to what is given in the book, and that is what I am representing here. Okay. Changeover time. The time lapse between the last good part of part A or type A and first good part of type B. This is called changeover time. And lead time is the time to run a part all the way through the value stream. The time to run a part all the way through the value stream. Okay, so these definitions is something that I've seen. Okay, where to start? So generally, what we as lean practitioners should do is we'll start with a simple self-assessment. We can go to the Gemba, identify the high leverage value streams. What are value streams and how do you identify that? We will step into that slowly and eliminate waste wherever is possible, map the value streams, complete an important and visible improvement as soon as possible, and expect immediate results. I have said about the causes and solutions. Any problem, there is a cause. A problem is called as a problem because it's an undesirable effect. It's called as an undesirable effect because our expectation is higher. So a problem is basically a gap between the current state and your expectation. Why are we talking about this? We are talking about this because a problem which is an undesirable effect has a cause. And in order to eliminate that cause, which is creating a problem, you need solution. So we are talking about a problem, cause, and solution, or an issue, cause, and solution. Now you will get different combinations of this. This is a very logical tree, okay? Sometimes cause is known and solution is known. Sometimes cause is known and solution not known. Sometimes cause is not known and solution is known. Sometimes cause is not known and solution also not known. 4 combinations are possible. If this is clear, type super clear in the comment box. Okay. Now, a quiz question. Okay, are you ready for the quiz? If the cause is also known, solution is also known, what should you do? If the cause is also known, solution is also known, what do you do? Just do it. So experienced people who have seen my earlier this thing, they say, just do it. So don't keep on doing the analysis and end up in paralysis. But I would challenge each and every entrepreneur in their respective organizations, many of at least 50%, where causes are also known, solutions are also known. But the reason that they have not done is we have not paid attention and identified them. Okay. If you can relate to what I'm saying, type ICR in the comment box so I can relate. So more than about 50% fall in the category of cause is also known, solution also known. The action that has to be done is forget about lean, forget about Sigma, forget about anything. Just put an action list and get it done. Delegate it and get it done. Let's come to the second one. Cause is known, but solution not known. What do you do in that? Try it. Okay, write a QC story is a very technical way of saying that. Okay, write an A3 report. Okay, so the solution is not known to whom. It is not known with our current level of thinking. That's all. So if you cannot identify the solution, that does not mean solution is not known. Ask the ideas of people and you might find solutions hiding somewhere. So which means there is a way of elucidating the suggestions and solutions from people, because through suggestions you find solutions, and there is a way of elucidating. There is some behavioral trait that is required. There is some characteristic that you need, and that is why there are some rules of brainstorming. They have set some rules for brainstorming. Of course, trial and error also you could do. So the suggestions ultimately result into ideas. And most of the solutions, I said 50% just do it. Another 25% or 30%, the solution is within the team. So 80% of the problem is solved. How many of you agree with me? Is there a possibility? If it is no, you can type no. Is there a possibility that causes are not known, but solutions are known? Is there a possibility? Yes or no? So because Desai sir is saying no. That is, causes are not known, but solutions are known. Okay. Normally, I quote the example of IT professionals. I tell him, boss, my software is having an issue. He will not look at the cause. What will he say? Please type in the comment box. What will the IT person give a solution if the software is not working? Or when reboot, restart, right? He doesn't know the control alt del. Yeah. And I also quote this example of people who have seen TV for the first time when it was introduced. Dianora TV. What are the other brands that you've seen? I remember Dianora, right? Uptron, Crown, ECIL, Solidaire. Okay, where suddenly there'll be grains that would be coming on the TV, and what is the solution? Causes we don't know, but what is the solution to overcome that? Hit it, beat it, yeah, tap it. Okay, pat, tap. Okay, turn the antenna is fine. Turn the antenna is the causes known. Okay, but despite turning the antenna, that one solution could be just to tap it or beat it, give it a tuck, then it will become. So in such cases, what should you do? Suppose if causes are not known, solutions are known, what should we do? Mr. Raj says do it. Do you all accept with Mr. Raj? Solution is known, but causes are not known. Would you implement solution? Is my question. Would you implement the solution when the causes are not known? In Kaizen, there is something called as take a temporary solution. In 8D, they call contain the problem, right? Which means that you can take up temporary measure, but don't leave it at that point. Because things have to go on, we have a shortcut, we tap it, but please find the root cause and ensure that you identify the causes and eliminate the root causes. If this is clear, type super clear in the comment box. So corrective method is temporary method is tapping or whatever. And the last one we are left is causes also not known, solutions also not known. That is where we need to go into deeper data collection, analyze the data, identify the patterns in data, see the interactions, the effect of each of these causes, extent of the impact of each of these causes on the effect that we are seeing, and then find out a solution. Six Sigma route. That's right. DMAC methodology. Correct. Right. So this is in any problem solving approach. Please, this is the simplest way of thinking. First, ask the question. I hope whenever you have an issue, ask the first question, whether you know the cause of this issue, whether you know the solution. If the cause is also known, solution is also known, please just put a target date and delegate it to person and ask them to do it first. 50% of your problem will get solved. And this is our hardcore experience. Another 20 to 30%, the causes are known, solutions not known. Just by brainstorming and getting ideas from people, you can solve 20 to 30% of problems. So 70 to 80% of your problem will get solved through this. There are still jugaad, they call, right? Jugaad. How many of you heard this word, jugaad? Because I spend in North, they use this word, jugaad. Cause is not known, but solution, a jugaad will happen. That's called jugaad. All right. Okay. That you can do the jugaad, but that's temporary. Okay. Jugaad cannot be a permanent solution, but you need to. Yeah. But the last one, where the cause is also not known, that is where it is true problem solving methodology. You use the help of statistical analysis and statistical interpretation to really find a solution.